What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So one of our beloved YouTubers was almost on this submersible that recently imploded, and that is none other than Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast says he was almost on the Titan Submersible that imploded while diving to the Titanic wreck. Now, he had posted something, I think, on Twitter. I think I saw something on Twitter, and this is coming off of BuzzFeed. So we're going to go ahead and read this little article here. It says, if you've been following the news at all this week, you're more than aware of the OceanGate Titan submersible tragedy in which 5 people presumably died after a catastrophic implosion that occurred during a tourist dive to the wreck of the Titanic. It's been huge. It's been a huge news story, and celebs have been weighing in on it too. Earlier this week, Cardi B criticized one of the victim's stepsons for attending a Blink-182 concert while his stepfather's fate was still unknown. Adele also recently conducted an impromptu poll during one of her Vegas shows in which she quizzed the audience on whether they've taken the ride on the Titan. One person who had to mull over the dilemma, IRL, as it turns out, was Mr. Beast. Now, the YouTuber recently shared a screenshot of a text on Twitter in which he was allegedly invited to join the Titan on a journey late this month, which would have possibly been around the time of the submersible's fatal expedition. That's scary. That's scary. He says, I was invited earlier this month to ride the Titanic submarine. I said no, he said in the corresponding tweet. Kind of scary that I could have been on it. Yeah, you don't say. That is scary. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Like, that is too close for comfort. That is like too close for comfort. Like, we all know Mr. Beast does these wild things and he's huge on YouTube. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that he was smart enough to not want to go on something like this without learning more about it, without researching it, without knowing the ins and outs of what he's getting into. He's a very smart man. So I am sure that his no came with a lot of reason. And I'm glad that it did, because who knows if he would have been on one of those people that was on the submersible around this time, and the fact that they said later this month, who knows if that would have been this one, you know. So lucky for him he wasn't on it. Good for him that he said no. It is kind of scary. Like, if that was me, like, can you imagine like being invited somewhere and then something happens like right before you're supposed to be on this thing, if you would have taken up the offer, and then you're like, man, like, that was close. Like, that was too close. Too close. I don't know about y'all, but stuff like this, like, there's always, to me, when things like this happen, there's always a sign, there's always a feeling, there's always an intuition, there's always something to give you some type of nudge to either say yes or no. And that's with like any decision that you make. I talk to you guys like about this in my motivational videos. Like, I'm a firm believer when it comes to intuitions and energies and, you know, signs and things like that. And it's just like, if something does not feel right, it's probably not right. And, you know, I have been one of those people in my past who've ignored my intuition. And of course, bad things happened, you know, and, you know, it's a lesson learned, but it's just like, you know, you listen to your intuition. If something does not sit right with you, no matter what it is, whether it's getting in a car, getting on a plane, you know, it's one of those things that, yes, you get on these things, you have faith, you know the risks, but, you know, I would love to know a little bit more about what was going through his mind and why he said no. But I guess we'll leave it right here unless he says something else later on, unless he gets asked, you know, why did you say no? What is it that concerns you? Was there any concern? Who knows? But yeah, a little scary. Close call there. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of Mr. Beast being invited and him saying no. Like, it's still kind of wild if he would have been on that thing. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later.